Hello, my dear friend. Sometimes you just look at the screen and catch yourself thinking, why is everything so easy for them? Money, opportunities, business, yachts, villas, while I only have dreams and endless attempts. Do you want to know the truth? It's not luck or inheritance, it's a system. And you're either in it or outside it, with your nose in the shop window. One people on this planet is well acquainted with this system, and that people is the Jews. Pay attention, there are only 15 million Jews in the world. This is less than 2% of the world's population, but more than 30% of all billionaires in the United States, the richest country in the world, are Jews. More than 20% of the Forbes list are also Jews. Co-owner and creator of YouTube, and all of Google, billionaire Sergey Brin is Jewish. The owner of Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, billionaire Mark Zuckerberg, as you can already guess, is also not Chinese at all. In Russia, Abramovich, Friedman, Vekselberg. In Ukraine, Kolomoisky, Bogolyubov, Pinchuk. Each has his own path, but they all have a common foundation. They absorbed the main thing with their mother's milk. Money is energy, and this energy must be managed. For hundreds of years, in the Jewish tradition, children have been taught not just fairy tales, but knowledge of Kabbalah, the ancient science of receiving. No, this is not a religion, it is a system of reality in which desire becomes not a dream, but a program for the universe. You know, I am far from the richest, but I have what many people think is unattainable: 2 villas in the mountains of Alanya with a view of the Mediterranean Sea, a boat, a convertible, a business from which I get high money, the freedom to choose where and how to live, what to do, and most importantly, what not to do. A beloved woman nearby and complete confidence that tomorrow will be even better than today. This is not a fairy tale. This is the result of observing the laws of receiving. We do not shout about these laws, we simply live by them, live and receive. Today I will share them with you. and your life will never be the same again. But be prepared. This hypnosis is not for dreamers. It is for those who are ripe for a real intention. Because desire is I want, and intention is I choose and I take. Today I will take you through this path, but with one condition: complete trust and no doubts. Doubt is like a hole in your pocket. No matter how much you pour, it will all leak out. But first, you must receive special instructions based on Kabbalah. By the way, the name of this science has nothing to do with the Russian word Kabbalah. These are completely different concepts. The word Kabbalah is literally translated from Hebrew as acceptance or receipt. It comes from the Hebrew root lekabel, to receive. Well, I think I don't need to explain to you what Russian Kabbalah is. This is not just advice, it is the key to the correct formulation of intention, the one that opens the gates of abundance. Read the description, feel and accept. Without observing it, this hypnosis will not work. I am giving you not only the key. In hypnosis I will open with this key the door in your head, which no one has ever opened. This door leads to your abundance, wealth, to real abundance and wealth. You can listen to this hypnosis at any time of the day. You can turn it on at night and fall asleep to it. The main thing is that it sounds from beginning to end next to your ears, and also that you do everything that is written in the instructions for this hypnosis. Now close your eyes. I am here, and everything is already starting to work. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and exhale slowly. You are already in the process. You have chosen. And this is enough for everything to start happening. Feel how your arms grow heavy, as if the border between the body and space disappears. You are just lying, just listening. And somewhere deep inside that very key begins to turn, click, and inside a door opens that you have never seen, but it has always been in your mind, the door to your real wealth and abundance. The world outside slowly freezes, everything that worried you retreats, and you no longer hold on to anything. You no longer fight with anyone. You let go of all your thoughts. about the past, about the future, about the present, and you listen only to my voice, and hear only my voice. Every cell breathes, every thought slows down, every feeling comes home. You enter the space where desire is not a fantasy, but a reality, where reality is born from silence. And now imagine a staircase. 10 of its steps go down, each one deeper, each one softer, and I am nearby, and my voice is your guide. You take a step and step onto the 10th step, and there is complete peace around you. You step onto the 9th step, and trust awakens in you. You go down to the 8th step, and feel the depth of the moment. You step onto the 7th step, and let go of everything that you do not need now. You descend to the 6th step, and feel complete peace. You step onto the 5th step, and slow down. You step onto the 4th step, and dive deeper, relax deeper. You step onto the 3rd step, and there is complete silence around. You step onto the 2nd step, and relax more and more, dive deeper. And now you are on the 1st step, and you are at the entrance to your world. Feel how the surface beneath you supports you. You are safe. You are at the right time and in the right place, and you are already deeper than a minute ago. Now all attention is inward, where the magic begins, where your soul remembers the way, where the voice of your heart is heard. You are not falling asleep, you are waking up. You are not switching off, you remember who you are, where you are from and why you came to this world. You breathe, you let go, you trust. Now let's take the next step, to that point inside you where your true intention begins. Imagine, you hold a seed in your palms, small, almost invisible, and inside is a whole universe, forests, rivers, mountains, the taste of the wind. You don't get to the bottom of the logic, you just feel, it already exists. This is how true intention sounds. It is not a whim or an accident, it is a command. Desire is like a child looking at a shop window, and intention is like a parent who already has a key to the store. Desire asks, "Is it possible?" And the intention answers, "I choose." Now an impulse is born in you, the impulse that changes the trajectory of the future, the internal current that carries the command of the universe. Take a breath, and as you exhale, allow yourself to consciously choose. Choose what calls, what you once did not allow yourself, what seemed too bold, too beautiful, too yours. But now is a completely different moment. You change the structure of reality with your choice, a choice that gives you goosebumps, that makes your chest freeze, that makes a voice sound inside, "Here it is. This is mine." And at this moment you give a signal, like a flame that spreads to the fabric, like a vibration that touches the strings of the world, and everything begins to rebuild. Your energy crystallizes into a clear intention. You no longer guess or wait. You launch. It is at this moment that I pass you the key. You feel how it appears in your palm, warm, as if pulsating. This is the key to the door that has been inside all this time, but no one, not even you, knew where it was, the door to what is rightfully yours, to your level, to your abundance, to your life as an expression of the soul. You come closer, you turn the handle and enter. Say to yourself mentally, "I choose," and let this become your imprint in reality. And let it sound like a spell inside. I know what I want. I choose it. I allow myself to have it. I go to it with confidence and warmth. The world is my ally. Reality is my response. You have become the center of your orbit. You have given yourself power. You have lit an inner fire. Kabbalah says, intention, born in love and clarity, is bound to receive a response. This is the law. This is the structure of the world. You have activated. You have turned on the beacon, and life has already turned from the usual road towards your choice. All that was left was to go with faith, with pleasure, with trust, because it was from that moment that you stopped waiting and started to be. Your body remembers everything, even if you yourself have forgotten how in childhood you rejoiced just like that, because it was day, because the sun, because there was everything ahead. And then came the phrases, these phrases, like nails. Money is hard to come by, first debt, then joy. It's shameful to want more than others. Rejoice as much as you have. And the body listened silently, recording all this in the muscles, in the stomach, in the back, shrinking and closing. And every time you approached success, something inside quietly slowed down, as if alien voices lived under your skin. Be careful, you'll have to pay for this. Something has become too good for you. That means a bad streak will soon begin. If you want a lot, you'll get little. And you didn't know that it was the program at work, the code at work, the prohibition built into your system at work. But now I'm rewriting this code. Imagine you're going down inside yourself, slowly, with each exhalation deeper, to where your DNA lives, to where the voice of your soul still sounds, untouched by shame, to where you are allowed. Your chest opens up like a window on a hot evening. It lets in freshness, space, light. This light flows inside, golden warm, soft. It fills everything. It erases the engraving of old attitudes, as if someone gently wipes away these old inscriptions with their fingers. No, dangerous, shameful. You lie down, you breathe, and this light rewrites you. It penetrates the back of your head, your shoulders, your lower back, your stomach, and every organ. It whispers, you are worthy, you can, you are important, you were created for wealth, you are like a cup, created to be full. You are like a river, created to pass abundance through itself. Imagine, your hands are open, and gifts begin to fall into them, without effort, without tension, simply because you are open. And suddenly you notice that there is more space inside you, as if everything unnecessary has been removed, as if you have finally taken your place, the place of the one who accepts, who is already inside the flow, who is already inside the flow, instead of the one whose story is changing right now. The old one leaves not with a fight, but with gratitude, like a dusty cloak that you no longer need, like a habit of hiding, like a mask that says, "I don't need it." And today you remember, you finally remember that you can do everything, that you don't have to fight, suffer, survive. Today you allowed yourself to accept. This is how your new chapter, your new era began. There are bodies that push away wealth. They squeeze their shoulders, pull in their stomachs, hide behind phrases, "I have enough," "Money is not the main thing." And on the subtle plane they simply close the doors. And there are bodies that accept, wide, warm, trusting, like arms spread wide to the sky, like the mouth of a baby who knows for sure that milk will come and there will be care, and the world is not an enemy. Now you are entering the state, a state of acceptance. Imagine that your skin becomes soft, your chest straightens, your shoulders melt, and your fingers seem to remember how to hold gold. Your feet are rooted in the ground, and a stream is pouring from above, and this stream is filled with blessings. It flows through the crown of your head. It flows along your spine, and with each exhalation dissolves everything that once prevented you from allowing yourself more. Now your belly is soft. It does not hold fear. It is not ashamed to want. It remembers that it is the center of strength, the center of life, the center of abundance. And in this state there is no struggle, no rush, no tension, but there is clarity. You allow yourself to accept, and where there is acceptance, there is a flow. Where there is a flow, there is movement. Where movement is life. And this life is on your side today. You feel how everything old is blown out of you from within, like the wind walking through an empty temple, dispersing dust and cobwebs. In this cleared space, You suddenly notice a door. It was always there, but you saw it only now. And this door is not made of wood, not of stone, but of light, translucent, vibrating. And in your hands is a key. Remember, I gave it to you earlier. You already know how it feels, alive, warm, like a pulse. You approach, you do not doubt, you do not ask permission, you simply insert the key, turn and enter. This is the entrance to your new reality. Inside is you, but different, with an open body, with a clear intention, with permission to take. And in this space, for the first time, you hear a voice that sounds without fear and guilt. It says, I am worthy of abundance. I am open to the generosity of the world. I accept without explaining myself. I live, allowing myself more. I am a magnet for the energy of prosperity. And these words, like seeds, fall into your inner soil. They grow roots in your cellular memories and turn into your new rhythm. With each breath, you expand. Your field becomes larger and wider. Your body seems to increase in volume, and you contain more and more. And everything you need comes: people, opportunities, support, money. And all these resources come to you completely effortlessly, because you allowed them, because they are rightfully yours, because you said inside yourself, yes. Yes to generosity, yes to acceptance, yes to abundance. Everything you choose now will stay with you. And today, right now, you have become different. Someone who no longer runs away from wealth. Someone who stretches out his hands, stretches out and receives. Now you are entering the most important thing, the turning point, the moment when you have already chosen. You lie as if nothing is happening, and a beacon turns on inside. A warm light begins to go from your heart outward. It awakens from breathing, from trust, from your readiness. This is your inner signal. It is created not by words, but by a feeling. I have decided so. A wave rises from within, soft, confident. It spreads throughout the body and goes into space. This impulse goes into the depths of the world. It reaches those who can hear, those who are in the subtle layers of your destiny. They catch this signal and begin to move. Because you have chosen, you have given the command. You have allowed wealth to come into your life. And now is the moment of an important action, ancient, powerful. You give mentally, from the heart, in an adult way, not out of fear, but out of fullness. You share gratitude, light, energy, a wish for good, a decision to invest part of the profit in the common good. This is what those do who know. Generosity is the key to multiplication. To share means to confirm, I have, and I will have. The bread that warms the soul is the bread that you shared. This bread is tastier, it fills, it activates the next wave of abundance. And then he appears next to you, the one who knows how to lead, the one who knows your path. Maybe a sage in the shadows, maybe a bird, or maybe the voice that you hear now. This is your inner helper. It opens doors for you. It clears the way. It guides. It is always there when you radiate intention. You lie down, breathe, and everything around you begins to line up, softly, easily, in your direction, and you are already inside the flow. You have chosen, you have opened up, you have created. And now feel, you are already inside your future, not in dreams, but in the body, as if everything has already happened. You open your eyes in a new morning. You feel lightness in your chest, calm joy inside yourself. You are already in your home, where everything breathes your taste, your freedom. You walk barefoot on the warm floor, look out the window, and outside the window is exactly the view that you once imagined. And here it is, here you are already. In the kitchen, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee. In the bank account, an amount that used to make your heart click. And now, gratitude, calm, as if it had always been like this. And you smile, you know, you did it, you chose, you gave the signal, you activated. You feel this truth in your body, every cell remembers your path, every cell thanks you for believing. And now just say inside yourself, in words or in a feeling, but without tension, my intention has already been realized. The world responds to my strength. I act out of love and faith. You breathe, and your exhalation consolidates this new reality. It has already happened. It is simply coming to you in a rhythm that suits you. At this moment, you remember the feeling. This is the key. This is the internal compass. When you feel it again, know, you have activated the flow again. And now remember that door, the very one you opened with the key I gave you at the beginning. You are already behind it, and now you are anchoring yourself inside. You are not a guest in the new future, you are the owner. You stand in this reality not as an observer, but as a creator. Feel the floor under your feet, real, the light in the room, warm, you're breathing, confident. This is your home, this is your story, and you have opened it from the inside. And now, silence. As if everything has already been said, everything has happened, and inside, peace, deep as the ocean, without waves, without anxiety, just you and the new reality in which your intention already lives. Everything that needs to have happened, the signal has been sent, the energy has been launched. You have moved onto the path where everything begins to come together. From this moment, trust, a confident yes that you whisper to yourself and the world. Your body thanks you, the burden has been lifted, your heart smiles, your shoulders are relaxed, inside you feel Now you can just live, no rush. You are in the rhythm of abundance. Your intention lives with you, and you are friends with it every day. Now the confirmation, you walk, and reality aligns with your steps. You say, "This suits me," and it comes. You meet opportunities that you would not have noticed in your old state. You choose what you previously considered too bold. You take your own, without guilt, with love and respect for the path. And at the very end, a thought, one that will seem obvious in the future. I knew that this would work. I just knew. Let your new reality continue to form. Let the universe do its work. And you rest. There is an ancient law that they will not tell you about in banks and coaching schools. It sounds simple. What you receive with gratitude comes back. What you leave without gratitude goes away forever. Maybe you are sleeping now or are already waking up as someone else, with an intention, with a new vector, and something inside has already started moving. But so that it does not disappear like a dream, but becomes your new reality, one step is important: gratitude. Not in words, in deeds. Most desires die not because they were not heard, but because they were not reinforced with deeds. You sent a signal and then you sit there. The universe came, and you didn't open the door. That's what most people do. 92% of people lose their intentions because they don't give anything in return, don't share, don't thank. They think they do it all themselves, or later, and then it's too late. Because if you don't give your tithe mazer, in Hebrew you say, "I'm not ready anymore." And if you're not ready, what you received goes away and takes something else with it. Time passes, and the energy that came begins to look for another carrier, a more grateful one who understood the main law. Only the one who moves forward receives further. And how to give your tithe, you'll find everything in the same instructions, which, I hope, you've already downloaded from the link in the description of this video. Note: the vast majority of poor people don't give anything to anyone. I'm not even talking about money. They'll never like something, won't write gratitude in the comments. They think that everyone around them owes them, but they don't. That is why they were, are, and will be poor, even if they watch all the money hypnosis on YouTube to death. You can feel it worked. You can earn, receive, your wish can come true, but that's not all. If you return a part back, you tell the universe, I am ready for the continuation. If not, it just unfolds. This is the law of money, because only by giving, a person shows that he has left the pattern of poverty and entered the flow. 10% of what you receive is not a fee, it is a statement. I accept. I create a wave of return. You do this not for me, but for yourself, because if you really want to get a second wave and not lose the first, you need to return a part to the one who helped you create it. I believe in you. God believes in you. If you liked my hypnosis session, please like it, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. And don't forget to pick up the instructions. The link is in the description of this video, because without it there will be no point. You can earn, receive, your wish can come true, but that's not all. If you return a part back, you tell the universe, I am ready for the continuation. If not, it just unfolds. This is the law of money, because only by giving does a person show that he has left the poverty pattern and entered the flow. 10% of what you receive is not a fee, it is a statement. I accept. I create a wave of return. You do this not for me, but for yourself, because if you really want to get a second wave and not lose the first, you need to return a part to the one who helped you create it. I believe in you. God believes in you. If you liked my hypnosis session, please like it, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. And do not forget to take the instructions. The link is in the description of this video, because without it there will be no sense. You can earn, receive, your wish can come true, but that's not all. If you return a part back, you tell the universe, I am ready for the continuation. If not, it just unfolds. This is the law of money, because only by giving does a person show that he has left the poverty pattern and entered the flow. 10% of what you receive is not a fee, it is a statement. I accept. I create a wave of return. You do this not for me, but for yourself, because if you really want to get a second wave and not lose the first, you need to return a part to the one who helped you create it. I believe in you. God believes in you. If you liked my hypnosis session, please like it, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. And do not forget to take the instructions. The link is in the description of this video, because without it there will be no sense. 10:26